Ever looked at a map and wondered why some places are just destined for drama? Welcome to the Horn of Africa, where geography is destiny, and the Red Sea is the grand prize. Today, we're diving deep into Ethiopia's quest to reclaim its place by the sea and how this ambition is shaking up one of the world's most strategic crossroads. For centuries, Ethiopia was a maritime power, but in 1993, when Eritrea gained independence, Ethiopia lost its entire coastline overnight, becoming the world's most populous landlocked country. Imagine a nation of over 120 million people with a booming economy, completely dependent on its neighbors for access to the sea. This isn't just an inconvenience. It's a matter of national survival and pride. This landlocked reality has put immense pressure on Ethiopia. Nearly all of its trade, we're talking over 95%, funnels through the ports of a single country, Djibouti. This reliance comes with a hefty price tag, costing Ethiopia billions in port fees and logistics every year. As its population and economy continue to grow, this bottleneck becomes tighter and more expensive, stifling its potential. So, it's no surprise that Addis Ababa is now making bold moves to change this status quo. Recently, Ethiopia has been on a diplomatic offensive, trying to secure a deal for port access. This isn't just about economics, it's a powerful statement of aspiration. Ethiopia wants to restore its historic connection to the sea, a dream deeply ingrained in its national identity. The government has made it clear that while it prefers a peaceful, negotiated solution, access to the Red Sea is a non-negotiable strategic priority. This has sent ripples of both excitement and alarm throughout the region. Now, let's zoom out to the neighborhood. The Horn of Africa is a crowded stage. You have Djibouti, Eritrea, Somalia, and Sudan, all with their own interests and all vying for influence. This isn't just a local affair, either. The Red Sea is a superhighway for global trade, with about 12% of the world's commerce passing through its waters. Where there's trade, there's power. And global giants have taken notice. The tiny nation of Djibouti has become a prime example of this, hosting military bases for the United States, China, France, and Japan, among others. It's like a geopolitical version of a global village where superpowers are neighbors. Further afield, the United Arab Emirates has established influence in Eritrea and the self-declared Republic of Somaliland. While Turkey has strong ties with Somalia, Russia is also keen to establish a naval base in the region. This chessboard of foreign powers turns up the heat, making every local dispute a potential international incident. In this complex game, Ethiopia's push for sea access is a major move. One of the most talked about possibilities is a deal with its neighbor, Somaliland. An agreement could grant Ethiopia a naval base and commercial port access in exchange for something huge: official recognition of Somaliland's sovereignty. This is a game changer. It would give Ethiopia its coveted coastline, but could also infuriate Somalia, which views Somaliland as part of its territory, potentially destabilizing the region even further. Then there's Eritrea. Once part of Ethiopia, its long coastline is the most logical route to the sea. The two nations were recently allies in the Tigray War, but their relationship remains complex and unpredictable. While Eritrea is politically isolated, its strategic location makes it a powerful gatekeeper. A lasting peace and economic partnership between Ethiopia and Eritrea could unlock immense potential for both. But old wounds and deep-seated mistrust make this a difficult path to navigate. Can former foes become future partners? The fate of the region could hinge on the answer. We also can't ignore the internal and external security threats that plague the Horn. The ongoing civil war in Sudan, the persistent instability in Somalia with groups like Al-Shabaab, and Ethiopia's own internal ethnic conflicts create a fragile environment. Any major shift in the regional power balance could easily ignite these smoldering embers into a full-blown fire, threatening to engulf the entire Horn of Africa in chaos. Stability is a luxury this region can't always afford. So, what's the end game here? There are two potential futures for the Horn of Africa. The first is a path of conflict, where competition over resources and sea access leads to escalating tensions and proxy wars, fueled by rival global powers. In this scenario, the region remains a hotspot of instability. But there's another vision, a more hopeful one. This path involves regional cooperation. Imagine a future where the countries of the Horn work together to develop a shared vision for the Red Sea. They could collaborate on building infrastructure, managing ports, protecting marine ecosystems, and securing maritime trade routes. Instead of a zone of conflict, the Horn of Africa could transform into a hub of connectivity, a thriving economic corridor linking Africa, the Middle East, and the rest of the world. This blue economy could create jobs, foster growth, and build lasting peace. Ethiopia stands at a critical juncture. Its quest for the sea is understandable, even necessary. But the path it chooses will have profound consequences. Will it be through aggressive diplomacy that risks alienating its neighbors and sparking conflict? Or will it be through patient negotiation and a vision for shared prosperity that uplifts the entire region? The future of the Horn of Africa and the Red Sea corridor depends on this delicate balance. It's a high-stakes drama of ambition, history, and survival, and the whole world is watching to see how it unfolds. The decisions made in Addis Ababa, Mogadishu, and Asmara in the coming months and years will not only define their own futures, but will also shape the flow of global power and trade for decades to come. What do you think is the most likely outcome for Ethiopia and the region? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this deep dive insightful, please hit that like button and subscribe to eGreen channel for more content that explains the forces shaping our world. See you in the next video.